Patch started in 1992 when it was seen that the rate of child sexual abuse was increasing at such a rapid rate. We average on 2 children being referred to our organisation per day. That's on average 42 cases per month and roughly 500 children who are being raped or sexually abused per year in our small Helderberg community.
I am Patricia Takoli. I'm doing prevention for Patch. I'm going to all the schools and the primary school, the creches as well, just to make children aware of the abuse and encourage them to report as soon as possible.
It's very important for us that children tell the secret of sexual abuse.
If they've been abused, they must report immediately so that they can get medication to prevent HIV and pregnancy. With the younger children, it's more about their body parts. No one is allowed to touch their private parts. They need to know where are the private parts and who to tell if anything can happen to them.
People tend to think that child sexual abuse only takes place in disadvantaged areas. It's so important that people realise that this crime or this type of crime doesn't discriminate. 90% of the time, the perpetrator is someone that the child knows and trusts.
When a rape case is reported within 72 hours at the police, we can go straight to the hospital for the child to have their medical examination done. Once a child's had their medical examination, we will refer them to one of our social workers who will do an assessment, and that person will also write a report for the child to testify in court in a child-friendly environment.
The purpose of the assessment is to obtain a holistic picture of the child's functioning within their specific developmental phase, because this does have an influence on the validity of the child's disclosure. We use a developmental screening to gather that information. We also assess the child's emotional functioning. We assess the experience of relationships that the child has within their world with the different systems. For example, relationships with family members, peers, as well as school. We conduct an investigation that could either confirm or deny the allegations made. If a criminal charge has been laid, we compile a report for court that consists of all the information gathered during the assessment that we have either received from the alleged victim or other collateral sources. If symptoms and signs of trauma are apparent, we will refer the child for therapy to a Patch therapist.
When a child finishes the assessment process, then they come to therapy, and they usually come to one of our counsellors or social workers specialising in different kinds of therapy like play therapy or narrative therapy or body-related therapies. And then what we do in therapy is we help them to desensitise the traumatic memories, and we help to empower them so that they feel some sense of control about what happened to them.
Our focus of therapy is not only recovery from the effects of sexual abuse, but also to restore the child's capacity to experience feelings like aliveness and joy and kindness and resilience, self-confidence, and in the end, healthy boundaries and healthy relationships.
Dr. Gary Landreth, who's a play therapist in America, once said that birds fly, fish swim and kids play. It's their natural language. So I think it's very important to reach children through their natural language and to play with them in therapy to help them to work through what's happened to them. And that is also one of the main methods that I think all of us therapists use here at Patch.
My name is Nongokoba Khalakhala. Patch has helped me a lot through the process of healing after I was raped. I was asked about things like how I feel about what happened. She guided me on some things that I must do. I mustn't lose hope and life goes on. Patch has empowered me to become a person that I am today. Thank you, Patch, for your support.
We need your financial support in order to continue our fight against child sexual abuse in the Helderberg area of Cape Town.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.